Green Lake. It's a special lake that means families, memories, togetherness. It's a place where time seems to slow down, where the weight of the world somehow feels a little lighter. It's a lake of old stories and of new beginnings. Green Lake is home. In 1951, a group of proactive homeowners formed the Green Lake Association to ensure that their children and grandchildren would inherit the crystal clear waters of their childhood. 65 years later, we continue to honor their legacy and yours on Big Green.
I was blessed to spend my summers here, and my summers, I grew up in Appleton in the winter. My summers started the day school got out, and we didn't go back till the night before school started. Learning to ski, learning to sail, learning to fish, learning to appreciate nature. It's such a gift that my grandparents gave us.
Like many lakes, however, there are potential challenges over time that can pose a long-term threat to water quality. Human pressures can drastically speed up a lake's natural aging, while more intense rain events and the introduction of aquatic invasive species further imbalances the lake's natural ecology. As a reflection of this long-term degradation, in 2014, the Department of Natural Resources listed Green Lake as an impaired water body.
The thermocline, which is about 30 feet from the water surface down, is a transition zone between the surface waters in the summer, which are warm, and the bottom waters of the lake, which are very cold. And at that zone, there's a phenomenon that causes no oxygen to be in about a 3 to 4 meter area.
While these water quality challenges are real, Green Lake is still a destination lake and a valued natural resource. For the Green Lake Association, this was a real call to action, and in response, we've distilled our mission to be singularly focused on improving Green Lake's water quality. Since then, we have been working in a proactive, meaningful way to address and reverse water quality trends before they become a critical issue that will affect this outstanding lake over the long term. We need your support for the following key strategies to restore Green Lake. Before we can fix the lake, we need to know what's wrong with it. The Green Lake Association is working with world-renowned lake scientists to determine management strategies that are targeted directly at Green Lake's water quality issues and impairment.
This is a very important first step to understand the mechanisms that causes this to take place. It's a multi-year study at a PhD level, and it's a very exciting time to be conducting a study of this type.
Once we have phosphorus reduction goals, we need to achieve those reductions in the most efficient way possible. Since 1 pound of phosphorus can fuel the growth of 500 pounds of algae, we have to think beyond the lake to the entire 107 square mile watershed. Building from the Lake Management Plan, the Green Lake Association is working with scientists to determine how we can tackle nutrient-loading hotspots with cost-effective, science-based best practices. From our cities to our farms to our shoreline properties, restoring Green Lake means that we're all going to have to do our part. As part of this effort, we're partnering with the City of Green Lake to reduce the footprint of urban stormwater runoff to the lake. We're also building the foundation to work with farmers to implement win-win solutions that collectively benefit water quality and a farm's bottom line.
Over the past 5 years, Green Lake County has received a special grant for Green Lake Watershed through the National Water Quality Incentive Program. We've received hundreds of thousands of dollars to help farmers pay for installing best management practices on their farm.
Green Lake has big challenges that will require the investment of some big minds. We're reaching throughout the state, region, and nation to align partnerships of unprecedented proportions. We're working with colleges and universities, lake experts, businesses with deep roots in Wisconsin, governmental entities and municipalities, as well as local organizations and agriculturally minded businesses that are committed to the same purpose. But in the end, it comes down to you, the families who truly appreciate the legacy that is Green Lake. We're asking you to be involved, be committed, and be informed. Join us on this bold mission to restore Green Lake so that we can proudly pass it on to the next generation who will call this place home.